Welcome back to the living room. Today we are getting back into the Mandalorian to see where the hell this is going. Because right now, I have no fucking clue. So let's jump right in. Let's go! What the hell? They're the same species. What the hell's happening right now? That is interesting and terrifying at the same goddamn time.
Hail, Imperial friends. We are a peaceful corn freighter making our way to do business in the Mid-Rim, and were unaware of any local warlords that required payment.
I am not a criminal.
Of course not. I intended no disrespect. Basic is not my native tongue. I meant to say that we were not aware of the majestic Imperial presence in this sector, and we would gladly hire your protection.
We are not Imperial, either. We are Mandalorian. And sadly, you're too late to hire us. You see, we've been commissioned to track you down, Captain Shoggoth. For? We're privateers.
What?
Individuals for hire.
Oh,
The
God.
price is high, but we are very good at what we do. You see, we were already hired by a certain Mon Calamari viceroy who has reason to believe you absconded with her son.
Oh, shit.
It's a lie. We finally have peace with the Calamari. Why would I jeopardize peace and prosperity? We have all suffered too much from war.
Oh, I didn't say anything about war.
What?
I know it was for love.
No, I won't go. I won't go. We love each other.
Sorry, I've got to bring you back home, ship.
What does that sex look like?
You can make us damage your girlfriend's pretty little ship. Captain, please. Talk to us.
You have to go with them.
No, I love you.
This is so weird.
Go. I can't destroy everything I've built for a childish fling. We knew fate was not on our side.
Who cares about fate? I love you.
What?
I will always love you.
It's a long ride home.
I thought Mandalorians were honorable.
We are, kid. All it takes is a few credits.
That was the weirdest goddamn intro this show's ever fucking had. I have to say, I'm not happy with this season as far as Din's story. Hasn't been there.
To assemble it.
Could come in real handy taking back Mandalore.
Axe Woves is their leader now. This planet isn't on the New Republic registry, so I'd guess it's an independent world that hired them for protection.
Can't imagine wolves will be happy to see you.
Yeah. It's probably best if we go in on foot.
The hell?
Welcome to Plasia 15, the Outer Rim's only remaining direct democracy. You've been assigned a docking slip. You will be guided on the assigned path. Engaging automated guidance.
Damn, they just completely took her shit over.
What happened?
I guess we're going for a ride.
Like, why is Grogu up with her instead of Din? Like, I'm so confused. What has happened this season?
This is interesting.
It is. And only half in a good way.
Why do they have Imperial droids on an independent world?
It's the Outer Rim. Your guess is as good as mine. Bring us to the bay closest to the Mandalorian fleet.
As per Article 9 of the Coruscant Accords, permission must be granted from High Senate for access to self-defense forces in the peacekeeping zone. Do you grant permission to scan your chain code? Din Djarin and Bo-Katan Kryze. Your presence has been requested by the leadership of the planetary democracy.
I'm afraid we have more pressing matters. Perhaps at a later time.
Please do not attempt to leave the vehicle. This is not a request.
The technology's cool here.
Before. Have you?
I haven't even heard of it. Do you think we're gonna have to blast our way out of here?
Probably.
Find out.
Join us! Come!
What's happening?
It's a party!
I know that voice.
Come!
Is that Jack Black? Ah!
Mandalorians! I hope you like secretions. Take a little sip. Come. Let's address the banter in the room. I was once a facilities planning officer during the war.
She looks
Thanks
familiar.
to the New Republic amnesty program, I was able to help rebuild Plaza 15.
Is that Lizzo?
He was. Plazio suffered greatly under Imperial rule. My husband came here. We fell in love.
We fell in love. We did fall in love.
Why is this happening right now?
We are both royals and elected leaders.
And the Mandalorian privateer warships docked in your fields?
Oh, we hire them for protection. Our charter forbids us from having a military because of my husband's Imperial past.
To speak to these privateers.
That can be arranged. There's just one condition.
What?
Oh God, I don't know how to take this right now.
I have a problem.
Yes?
A droid problem.
What kind of droid problem?
Malfunction.
A coordinated malfunction.
We think.
What makes you think that?
The planet's Imperial droids were reprogrammed for peace.
I personally oversaw the program. I can assure you they were completely rehabilitated for peaceful purposes exclusively.
We thought.
Traffic accident, heavy equipment failures leading to injury.
Assault.
What?
Assault?
Respectfully, what does this have to do with us?
Don't you have a privateer army?
Constables are ill-equipped to confront battle droids.
Battle droids?
Former battle droids. They've been rehabilitated for civic duty.
We thought.
The Mandalorian garrison outside your city walls can make quick work of your battle droids.
That's just it.
Yeah.
What?
Our charter forbids any standing army from entering our city. Our constables aren't even allowed to carry blasters.
You want us to eliminate your droid problem?
Exactly. I knew you would help us.
Hold on there.
He didn't say. Yeah, I'm about to say.
Grace, your grace. This is not intended to be a work of charity. But I would hope that this excursion would be viewed as an act of diplomacy between our two planets. In fact, Plaza 15 would formally recognize Mandalore as a sovereign system and petition the New Republic to recognize it as such.
The mercenary
That's
captain asked
not bad.
he split from.
These droids were all programmed to serve the community from the stockpile of captured Imperial robots.
Oh my God.
Droids reprogramming was a complete success.
Uh-huh.
Until one day, an
Sure.
isolated event.
What the?
Then others.
The hell?
This is a collection of malfunctions that our security cameras caught.
Damn.
Turn them off.
What?
That would be
Why
simpler.
not turn them all off?
Indeed.
Who's in charge of that?
I fail-safe cut-off switch built into the system. However,
What?
the citizens voted against any interruption in droid services
Oh.
participating in our direct...
So they don't care the droids are dangerous because they're lazy as shit. So they have to go here to go to there to go to here to go to there?
That's when you rely on droids.
Are you taking this personally?
Yes, he is.
Just
We're sent on behalf of the Duchess and Captain Bombardier to help you with your droid problem.
They don't give
Hello?
a damn.
I am Mandalorian Din Djarin, friend of Ugnaught Kuiil. You will answer our questions and help us with our task. I have spoken.
Oh shit. Oh, that dude from season 1. Got you.
For your hostage.
Assure you, the droids are not malfunctioning.
Citizens have been harmed by these.
No, he's saying someone did it on purpose.
This is not the case. I have spoken.
She needs him to be a diplomat for her goddamn planet.
Of the droids you seek.
Thank you. We are in your debt. I have spoken.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why is that?
Well, as a precaution. Their base function was warfare.
I thought they were just checked out.
They were. What are you doing?
Oh shit.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir.
There we go.
Recertified, huh?
You should have left them alone.
Man, y'all seriously? Still don't want to work. We just want to have these dangerous some bitches just walk around. Know how they stop this. Or hit a kid someday. Couldn't they jetpack and just fly to catch it? See, that's what I'm saying. Din is a beast. I need more time with him.
The resistor.
Sounds like a droid bar.
So this droid just happened to have a goddamn ID to a droid bar? They have their own hangout spots?
Why is that?
The fuck?
Because I want to get... What are you doing?
You're wasting your time. You can't reason with droids.
Their behavior's programmed. All they do is reason.
They're also programmed not to harm organics. How's that going?
Facts.
We are worried that if these horrible incidents continue, we will be.
You'll be what?
There are concerns among my customers that we will be replaced.
By what?
Humans. Human life is so short. They don't ask that much of us. Organics created us. It's the least we can do.
Okay. He's okay.
It seems the malfunctioning droids all imbibed from the same batch of Nepenthe.
Oh. So this is planned. Someone's doing this. They have a morgue for droids?
The particles are definitely present.
What are the chances that they're still active?
Ooh, very high.
They're still active.
Yeah.
They're actually nanodroids.
What?
How did nanodroids get into the Nepenthe?
The chain title says it didn't arrive on Plaisir through droid acquisitions.
What?
How strange.
How did it arrive?
They were requisitioned by the security office.
Is that unusual?
It's illegal. There's no record of this transaction on the government registry.
Is there a name?
Our head of security, Commissioner Hellgate.
I mean, he looked like he was up to shit. He's old enough to be upset that humans don't do shit no more.
We know about the Nepenthe and the nanodroids.
They didn't malfunction. You programmed them to disrupt an attack.
You're coming with us.
Everyone freeze! If I trigger this failsafe, it will convert the planet's docile workforce back into battle droids and unleash them upon the unsuspecting citizens of Plaisir.
Can we shoot him?
Count Dooku was a visionary.
I just saw that movie.
Short in his prime by the Jedi and forces.
He was monologuing. I'm disappointed. I forgot all about fucking Grogu. And Grogu's helping Urchi.
We found the cause of your malfunctions.
Is this true?
I'm afraid it is.
There's no room for a little bit of forgiveness in a galaxy so vast?
I am sorry to have disappointed you, my lady. Perhaps someday I can earn such forgiveness from your grace.
Perhaps. As for now, you must live in exile on the moon of Paraquat.
What does that mean? He's just allowed to walk off there with the droids he's already been able to control?
Great travelers. Until our paths meet again.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda hope they don't.
Lady.
That is former Sasha Banks. I think she's Money Monet or some shit like that.
Have you come back to join the mercenaries?
I've come to reclaim my fleet. I challenge you. One warrior to another. Do you accept my challenge?
I do.
Let's get it. I mean, she hit him with a mean drop kick. He's been knocked down multiple times already. How is, like, who would follow this guy? Weak. Cut his throat. I don't know what's up with that. Ooh, that was nice. Kill him.
You'll never be the true leader of our people. You won't even take the dark saber from me.
Din Djarin took the creed and chose to walk the way, just as our ancestors did. He is every bit the Mandalorian that they were.
The ruler of Mandalore must possess the dark saber.
Then she shall have it.
She saved his life twice, so she technically already owns it.
This belongs to you.
It's not a gift to be given, no matter how well intended.
It's not a gift. While exploring Mandalore, I was captured, and this blade was taken from me. Bo-Katan rescued me and slayed my captor.
That is facts.
She defeated the enemy that defeated me.
That is very true.
Would this blade then not belong to her?
Can we not acknowledge that that's true?
Belong to her.
It would.
I mean, clearly. I stated that, what, 2 episodes ago when it happened? Maybe wait for this? Sons of bitches? Why do I feel like that's him handing over the fact that she's the Mandalorian? Which, if that's the case, I'm cool with that, but can you just let me fucking know? Alright, so that was episode 6. Now, I'm happy that we got some resolution going on here, but I'm not going to lie. The first half of that episode was pointless, in my opinion. Because clearly there's some kind of end game with taking Mandalore back. I get that. I'm cool with that. I'm looking forward to that. The first half of this episode didn't need to happen. It's like they keep postponing what this season's supposed to be. Like they sample you on it, and then okay, now we're going to do this. Then they sample you on it, okay, now we're going to do that. And I'm not going to lie, that's getting a little bit thin. Like, so far, this has been the weakest season, and I'm sad about that because there's a lot of good things in here, but you keep getting put on hold just to get to it, which they didn't used to do. Like, we barely had, this season has been the weakest as far as Din actually having a story to do. So, I mean, like, we're just addressing something that clearly happened multiple episodes back. So the fact that he's handing it over to her now is like, okay, that's cool and everything, but you could have did that when that happened, and then she would have already had the blade. So when she showed up, she just puts the blade up, and they already know. They didn't have to see that just happen. So I feel like some of the writing this episode for this season is lower than what I'm used to for this show, which also goes back to my biggest complaint about this season was you solved the whole Grogu being given to Luke on a different show. So I'm confused at exactly what they want me to be excited about in this show because they have not told me. Like, once again, who is the Mandalorian? If it's not Din, okay, I don't care. I don't care if the Mandalorian is male, female, trans. I don't care if they're black, white, yellow, gray, Asian, whatever the fuck color they're going to be. I do not care. Just tell me who the fuck they are and give me a story that I can follow with them. That's what they are failing at this season. The last what, 10 minutes was good. But I had to go through some shit like why, like, you could have had anyone do that role. Why did you need Jack Black? And I love Jack Black, but why did you need him? You could have had an actual actress. Why do we need Lizzo? Like, I don't watch movies and shows for celebrities to show up in them. I watch them to give me a story. And right now, this story was not good for this episode. So, in my opinion, this is the worst episode that The Mandalorian has ever had. And hopefully they can fix this, but I don't know. This season just may be fucked. There's 2 episodes left, and each episode we only get like 10% of the overall story that we actually came for. And this one we got like 2% of it. So the next episodes need to really ramp up, because if 7 and 8 don't knock this out the park, this is going to be, well, it's already there. This is the worst season of The Mandalorian. And from what I've read about the show having a 25% drop this season in viewership, and so, like, how are you going to make people come back when you're not giving people what the fuck they want? You know people love Grogu, okay? Am I stupid? Whether or not he's the focal point of the episode or not, he should fucking be there. Like, he has his pod where that keeps him protected and everything, but he stayed with them. Like, he was only in the episode for what? 5 minutes of a 35-minute episode? So, like, they need to tighten this down, because this could be the, like, I think potentially we could look back and say season 3 of The Mandalorian is when we knew things were going bad. And as a person who's only watched The Mandalorian, I haven't watched Obi-Wan, I haven't watched Boba Fett, and from what I've been told, Boba Fett sucks, so I have no interest in watching that. I'm slightly tempted to watch the Obi-Wan show now that I'm about to watch episode 3 of Star Wars, so I'm about to watch that actually later on tonight. So I'll have a full 6-picture arc for Obi-Wan, so I'm thinking about potentially watching that. But if I find out it has similar writers to who wrote this season, that may be a wrap, because I don't have a lot of time. You know, I'm doing YouTube, and I still got my day job, and I got my wife, so I gotta put time in around all those 3 things, and also have time to game with my friends. So if I'm not really trying to watch something, that's not good, because that's wasting time I technically don't have. So hopefully episode 7 can perk me up, because this episode got me down, and that sucks, because this also had Bryce Dallas Howard directed this episode, and she directed some of my favorite episodes from seasons 1 and season 2. So seeing that name kind of shocked me, but I don't know if it was a director issue or a writing issue, and seeing how this is her first episode she did this season, I'm going it's a writing issue. So hopefully they get this up. But this episode was a 5 out of 10. I can't go no higher. I could go lower, but I can't go no higher. The whole old guy security, like, he's too old to even be fucking the head of security at this point. Like, he could barely walk. His words were crackling all over the goddamn place. But yet he's the head of security, and he... Okay. I'm about to flip off. How are you the head of fucking security, and you don't even know how to secure your own tracks, motherfucker? I got a problem with that, because I did security for the Navy for almost a decade. So I have a problem with the fact that the head of security for this planet is incompetent. Just going to be out there. Like, it was so easy to track it down to him. I mean, don't even get me started on goddamn droids carrying around club cards and shit. Like, they're robots. Why do they need cards for a club? Can't they just scan themselves in? They're fucking robots. So there's a lot of things that just had me think, well, this is dumb, this episode. So, but I'm going to go ahead in this video, because I'm going to go ahead and watch episode 7 of The Mandalorian. Hopefully that's better, because 6 brought me down, and I held off on watching 6 because I've been busy at work. So that's why I haven't dropped the videos for Mandalorian as I was. I think I've only got dropped episode 1 and 2. Episodes 3 through 5, I literally recorded. I just got to edit them down. And this one's going to suck to edit. So we'll see how well number 7 does. Hopefully that brings me up. But until then, Looney out.